You guys, I had an amazing sourcing weekend. I knew it was going to be good because I went to the Rose City Vintage Market. If you're local, you're familiar with this event. It happens twice a year. I actually did this event as a dealer a few years ago. It's really great. I never miss going. So I got a great haul from that. And then before that though, the day before, I ended up shopping the most epic collection of brass I have ever seen and brought home dozens and dozens of amazing pieces. So I can't wait to show you all of that. So first I'm gonna take you to that market, show you some shopping footage. Then we're gonna come back here. I'm gonna do a haul of things that I got. And then of course, show you the brass collection that I picked up at that epic brass sale. Okay, so let's head to the market. Okay, you guys, I am going to the Rose City Vintage Market, which is a very curated, awesome market. And today I am gonna see all my friends and do a little shopping. So of course I got my Hulkin with me, which is a game changer when you're doing markets, and all of my padded mailers from Amazon to keep anything that I buy safe. So yeah, this is my go-to bag now anytime I'm doing some shopping where I think I may get a bunch of stuff. So I actually was a vendor here a few years ago. So I'll link down below in the description box that video because it's really fun to watch and it was just such a great time, but I do prefer to be a buyer. Because one thing about being a vendor, which was fun, is that I didn't get to shop as much, and to be around all that stuff and not be able to go look is so hard because you have to be at your booth to, to process the sales, because that's the point of being a dealer when you're there. So I definitely like being a shopper a lot more than being a vendor. But yeah, it's really fun to see all my reselling friends that do this event almost every time. It's kind of like social hour for me. So this is my friend's booth, and they have a lot of great stuff. Of course, I zeroed on anything mini, like these little wood candle holders. They are so cute. They're $8 for the pair. But the thing I think I may get, or I know I'm going to get, is this framed hand. I really like it. Black and white artwork like this really adds to a gallery wall, especially like with me who decorates a lot of colorful stuff. It's $12, it's framed. So I am going to get this because it's so cool. So this is my first purchase, but yeah, they have a lot of great stuff. These pieces of art, of course, love. I think they just got them on their trip. And of course, a lot of great teak. This is Heather. You guys will recognize her from our sourcing trips, but yeah, a lot of great stuff. This booth has beautiful pottery. Look at this piece. Stunning. And then up here, oh my god, actually I just got distracted. Wow, look at this shell. Look at that shell. That is awesome. I have a reselling friend who was just looking for something like this, so I'm gonna have to message her about it. And then you guys know I love Kakeshis. And look at this mama and baby one. Oh my goodness, I might lose my mind. It is so cute. It's $28. Oh, and I love how simple it is. You guys know I love accrual, and this is a really beautiful mountainscape, which I've literally never seen before. Usually it's florals. It's $40. Oh, I really do love it. It's just such a beautiful piece. This booth has a ton of very interesting art of all different varieties. Wow, all originals. You guys know me, I love a small one. It has a little flaw, but it usually doesn't scare me away, and I love Moody. This is something I absolutely do not need, but it is so cute. It would match my other one that I painted pink. I am not going to get it, but the temptation is so strong. So the dealer who has this booth just said that she has a flamingo too, and I about passed out on the spot. Look at this. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I've never seen one before. Oh my goodness. More great art. Look at this fall scene in the butterfly. It doesn't have a price, but it's probably going to be outside my budget. But I do also like these candle holders. They are actually Italian, which is a surprise to me because I've never seen anything like this. And I know a lot of Italian pottery. but they're $15 for the set. Love this popsicle stick bowl. I can't touch it because I hate the feel of popsicle sticks, which I'm sure doesn't surprise you guys. But this booth has a lot of great stuff and it's very eclectic, and I really love that. Plain too. I just love all the things that you see at this show. It's so varied and interesting. This is a very pretty brass bowl. It's $8, so I think I'm gonna get it. This setup is so cute. It has an outdoor scene and a cute little Airstream. I love when people put up vignettes like this. It's just so fun. And of course, this caught my eye. $38 is a good price because usually when I find these, I sell them for like $68 or more. And the mushroom scene is very cute. These candle holders are incredible. Wow. So cast iron rams. Let's see, how much are they? $90 for the pair, made in Sweden. Just, oh, goat. Is a ram? A ram a goat? A ram's a goat. I don't know my animals that well apparently, but they're very cool. You guys know I'm in my fish era, so this cutie pie, $16. Of course, I want to bring that home, and I want to bring that home. They are just so cute. Some really great textiles. That tapestry, those colors are wonderful, and I love that it's a deer and not like a people scene. And then this, I think it's latch, right? Latch rug. It's really neat. I love the colors on that. A beautiful basket. Look at the pattern on this. You guys know that I absolutely adore baskets. And this one's only $28. So I'm not gonna get it because I have too many already, but this one's lovely. So this is one of the resellers that I love. And I always look at her booth every time I do this show because she has the most amazing stuff. I mean, look at this lion. I mean, I can't even over it. It is rope and wood and phenomenal. But yeah, she always has a lot of really great teak pieces, mid-century pieces, and it's just so curated and lovely. And it's just very minimalist, but still very styled. Okay, you guys, this is the space of my friend, and his shop is called Gray. And he's an interior designer, which you guys can tell because it is so phenomenally curated. I could lose my mind in the space. So you guys may remember when I was in Goodwill a few months ago and I was really jealous of someone's cart because they got a lot of lovely things, and I filmed his cart. Well, that started a friendship. So this is his space. It's so good. So I love this booth. I bought something from them one of the last times I was here. My friend Heather was shopping in this booth, taking a break from hers, and she's like, you need this. And I think she's right. It is my colors. It is phenomenal, and I love that shape, so this is coming home. So this is the booth of George, the antique nomad, which I know many of you guys know. It's always very popular at this show. And when I did this show years ago, I actually was in this booth, and we were across from him, and we were amazed at how many people came specifically just to chat with him about all his finds and their collection. So it was really fun, but the space is always so eclectic and a feast for the eyes. You guys, my son would love this. He loves bugs. I do not like centipedes, but this is actually pretty cool for a centipede. And look at this box. $55. It is incredible. And then I think I may get this for my husband because he collects puzzle boxes, and this is one of them. So great news. I happened to see a vendor that had tons of Native American baskets. That's exactly what they specialize in. So I showed him a picture of the basket that I got recently at Value Village for like $4.50. And he said that he would value the basket anywhere from $250 to $300. So super excited that I have an expert that has finally weighed in on how much that basket is worth, and then also confirmed the age and the style like I thought it was. So yeah, so I'm really relieved, frankly, because I did not know how to price that basket, and I knew it was something very special. So this is another reason why you come to these events, because you can talk to experts. So I just picked up these original abstract paintings. Loved the colors. Again, my friend Heather spotted them, and she's like, you gotta go to that booth. I think you're gonna really want them. And she was right. So These are for me. Okay, so we're back in my studio space. Now, I did not get a huge haul, but all these things I got for me. I got one piece to sell, and the rest were for me, which is a great time shopping. Usually I'm shopping for you guys, well, and myself, let's be real. Me and you guys, mostly for you guys. But this painting is for me. You guys know I love modern art. So thrilled to find it. So the background story on this is actually part of a art collective. So apparently in France, there is an art festival where the artists come together and make art together. And then they sign it in the corner down here, Rue. So because it's not any one artist, they sign it with Rue, which is the name of the festival, I guess. This is what the person who sold me the painting told me. So this is actually like an older piece, and it's just stunning. Now in my entryway, I have a lot of blue and red abstract modern art, and I kind of wanted a piece to kind of marry the two sides together, because I kind of have like a blue wall and like red wall, and they do have some crossover, but this particular piece really helps like bring that story together. So welcome to my entryway, everybody. I don't believe I've ever shown you guys this at all, but yeah, you can see all the wood paneling I'm always talking about. It's on the wall diagonal there. It is on the ceiling all the way around. That light fixture fan is going, hopefully in the next few months. I'm searching for the perfect one right now. And then we have the wood staircase, and then when you come down here, more wood paneling. So there's just a lot of wood paneling in here. But that is the piece of art that I am so excited that I found, because it helps bridge the gap between this like blue gallery wall that I have started and the red paintings on this side. And this piece right here, this mid-century floral, I actually got in Belgium. So sneak peek. And then also up there, you guys can see my little gallery wall in my studio space. So that's where my studio is if you go up those stairs. So yeah, definitely excited about all the art that I've been sourcing, and very excited that I have finally found the perfect piece. And then this piece I actually can view from my bedroom. And so when I'm sitting in bed, I can like sight line to it, and I just am like, oh, so in love with it. But yeah, I love the blues, how they continue into the living room, because I have a lot of blues right there. And there's another blue piece of art down there. And then you can see a little bit of my Christmas decor. It's actually fairly tidy in there right now, considering my son usually throws his action figures everywhere. But anyways, this gallery wall is probably going to go further up, because I have a lot of space to fill. So much space. And many of these things are just held up by push pins. So, because I'm not completely done with this, I popped this pencil in for just something fun and to break it up. And some of these pieces are just a little too small to me for the spot, but I do like the story of all the colors together. So I'm leaving it for now. It's definitely evolving. I've had so many pieces in this spot, and it's just kind of how it goes. You get a new piece of art, and then you swap out the old piece of art. And then with the seasons, I will sometimes change the art up. So anyways, yes, this is my entryway right now. This house is an epic fixer. It is crazy how much we need to do to this beautiful space, but I am trying to embrace and lean into the fact that this is an 80s home built by someone who loved the 70s clearly, and trying to make sure that I'm kind of honoring rather than really hard line changing the aesthetic. So anyways, welcome to my entryway, everyone. So I was so thrilled. Ended up being 55 bucks, which is great for a giant, piece of art like this. And modern art is not something you come across a ton in my area, just because, we're more landscapes and stuff focused, because we have such, lush, natural landscapes here. So of course that's what people were doing. So anytime you can find modern art, it's a huge win. And so speaking of modern art, these are the other pictures I got for myself. Again, yay me. I thought these were really great, of course, because it has the colors, the peachy colors, the pops of colors. And I know I've been teasing for a while that I want to redo this wall, but I am kind of getting tired of it. And so I'm thinking, like, do I want to do stuff like this in modern, or do I want to lean into some of this type of feel more, which is a little bit more traditional? I don't know, because I am both. So when I do this wall, I'll show you guys all the art that I'm considering, and then we'll build a collection together. But I definitely want to switch it up. I know I keep talking about it. It's more so time that makes it where I'm just like, oh, do I have time to do this gallery wall project? I don't know. But these I was very inspired by, so I think they may head up on the wall. So the piece that I picked up to sell is this beautiful brass dish with the most lovely floral detail around the edge. It was only $8, which is great. You guys know brass pieces like this, bestseller. I sell them all day long, frankly. And I'm gonna probably shine this up. I usually shine up all my brass, and we're gonna talk about brass cleaning here in a few minutes because I am going to be cleaning a lot of brass because of my large brass haul. And yeah, I just find that shiny brass that has the luster in it, tends to photograph better for Etsy and tends to get more eyeballs on it in the search results. So that's why I do it. Plus, I kind of like the high shine moments because it usually makes these types of decorative elements pop more on camera. So another reason why I do it. But anyways, this is gonna be available for you guys. So a piece of art I actually got from some dear reselling friends, Heather and Brian from Restated PDX. You guys have heard me talk about Heather a lot because she does the sourcing trips with me and the girls, and she's the one who usually drives her van, and she's very generous in driving us around and then letting us fill up her van with all of our stuff. And so I got this from their booth. They had an amazing booth. They did really well. I'm not surprised. They had great stuff and fair prices. They gave this to me for $10. Bless you guys. I appreciate you. And I thought this piece was awesome. I may take it out of the frame depending on where I put it. But I love pieces like this because they help kind of balance out all the crazy colorful moments in my house because the white and the black match the white and black. And so even though they're totally different styles of artwork, they really do complement each other. So I'm very excited about this piece too. So I'm always looking for black and white art, and then of course the really colorful art for my own home. Okay, so that's everything I got at the market, but I want to show you a couple more things that I got before we get to the brass haul. So I got these teeny tiny Kakashi dolls. I mean, can you even? Oh my God, I thought they were so cute. So I went to an estate sale and the prices were they were good, but they were more midway to retail. And so for me, for flipping, wasn't gonna work. But I did get this for myself. I mean, how cute is that? Now I think it's probably missing some pieces, but I did not care. It was only $2. It's going in my Kakashi collection. I just thought they were so cute. I nearly exploded. So I knew that they had to come home. And then I also got these beautiful vintage ornaments. They were $5 and $6 for the set. And they're white with pink, gold, and green detail. Now I have a Christmas tree that I actually put in my studio space that's like this pink ombre moment. It's extremely girly. And I feel like these would look really, really lovely on it. But I also know vintage ornaments are a great seller and I'm trying to collect them as I find them cheaply. So we will see. I may try to see how they look on my tree first. And if I'm not like feeling it, then I may make them available. But I thought they were really pretty and for the price I had to get them. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the best part of the weekend. Now going to the market and seeing my reselling friends and seeing some of you guys was great. Don't get me wrong. But shopping a massive collection of vintage brass was epic. And you guys know me in brass. I lose my mind over brass. Anytime I can find the one piece out, I'm like thinking it's like something to celebrate. So going to a place where they had banquet table after banquet table of amazing brass pieces, some I have not seen before, was truly a dream, man. It was a dream. So how I came across the sale is one of my reselling friends, Emily. I'll pop her information on the screen. You guys should check her out. She messaged me saying, hey, I saw this listing on Facebook Marketplace. You need to go. And I looked at the pictures and I was like, oh my God, I need to go. The problem was my son had like a service day where the teachers are in school, but they're not. And getting my son out the door, it's not easy. He's about 6 years old. If anyone knows kids at that age, they do not move fast in the morning. They do not. And when they see you're agitated like I was, because I was so excited about the sale, my son immediately gets into like, he's like, I don't want to do anything. And I'm like, oh my God. So a lot of bribing. And we got out the door, got to the sale. It was incredible. I got so many pieces. I spent, I think $160, got probably close to 50 pieces of brass, which is awesome. So this will I will pay for this haul over and over and over and over again with the amount of brass that I got. And I'm going through shining all these pieces up. Now, usually I shine pieces up one by one. It takes freaking forever. But I'm going to try doing this type of shining up where you pre-soak everything in like a vinegar solution. And then you then can buff them if needed or just rinse them and dry them. So I'm trying that out as we speak. So we're going to cut to that footage. I'm going to show you kind of pieces that I got, how they look before, and then that process, because I know a lot of you are interested in how I clean my brass. And then we're gonna come back again, and I'm gonna show you some of the pieces I pre-shined up and let you know when they're gonna be available. Here's my brass haul that I got this past weekend. I have dozens of pieces, you guys. I can't believe I scored this much brass. It is phenomenal and so very exciting. Now, usually I clean pieces one by one with white vinegar and a solution called Bon Ami, which is a powdered cleanser. But I don't want to have to do this to this many pieces. And some of them I feel like, actually like this fox here, it's in pretty good shape. It still has some like luster to it and a nice patina. I don't necessarily have to clean that guy, but other pieces you can see, like this giraffe that has all of that tarnish there, and definitely a little bit more grimy. This is something I definitely would want to clean up because no one's going to want to buy a piece, most likely with this level of tarnish and patina. They would want it to look a little bit fresher and have a lot more luster to it. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to do a white vinegar soak and submerge the pieces for a few hours and then come back and polish them and see if that kind of cuts my time down compared to like spending an hour or well, hours cleaning each individual piece. So we're going to see how that goes. So I'll let you know and do a little before and after of some of the pieces. Okay, so I'm outside on my deck. So it is 1 part white vinegar to 2 parts warm water. So I just got the big jugs from Target, and I'm just going to use this as my measuring cup because I definitely want a lot of vinegar and I want to be able to submerge everything. So I'm going to fill this up to the top, and then I'm also outside because the odor for me of vinegar and metal is not my favorite. So pouring this guy in, and then I'm gonna go in and get 2 of these worth of warm water, and then I'm gonna choose my brass pieces. So here are the brass pieces that I'm gonna try out in this solution. Now just know, this is definitely a bit of a risk. There's certain brass finishes that you won't know until you start to polish them up, that they will actually become like permanently spotty when you actually shine them up or attempt to shine them up. And so that's just something that happens every once in a while, and I have a hard time figuring out why that happens. And so we'll see how it goes today. And because I know some of you are going to ask what that powder cleanser is, this is Bon Ami. It is an environmentally safe cleanser. It doesn't really have an odor. It's not harsh. It is very different to Barkeeper's Friend. That is also another white powder cleanser that is very harsh. And this is very gentle and doesn't scratch up brass pieces. And so it's safe to use on brass. It's my go-to. I have it linked to my Amazon storefront. I hate chemical cleansers. So my go-to is usually warm water, this, and, you know, today I'm trying this instead. So I won't use this unless some of this tarnish won't come off, and then I will put this on it to get some of the remainder of it off. I'm really hoping though they'll get to a really good spot, and then I just have to kind of buff them and rinse them versus actually use an abrasive on them to get the rest of the patina off. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's do an update. So the giraffe looks so good, you guys. Look, all that green is gone. It has some luster back. I don't think I even need to use the powder cleanser on him. I think he's pretty well done, so I gotta rinse him. And then this piece, the tray, way shinier, but as you can see, this was the type of tray that has a protective coating on it. Can you see the ripples? So this can occur. So some brass pieces will actually have a protective film, and if you were to have bought them new, they usually would have a sticker on them that says do not polish, because they have a protective coating that would maintain the finish. Well, over time that finish really wasn't maintained. I don't think they intended it to be protective for decades, just like immediate few years of use. So when you do this type of method, you can see that finish starts to come off. Now you can easily peel it off, it's no big deal. And this can happen to many things that you buy that have that protective type of coating on it. So if the sticker is still on it, you know, obviously heed that warning, but most of the time you won't know until you start to do this process. And then you come across a situation like this. So yeah, it's not, you don't have to throw it away, but it can take a little bit of elbow grease to get all that off depending on the piece, but usually you can rescue it. And then the rest of the things are looking really good and shiny too. Like, look at that guy, so good. Now the black spots there and there, like on his little hind area, that can be removed with a lot of rubbing with the powder cleanser. And then this little guy, you can see he still has some tarnish on him, so I may use the powder cleanser to shine that up further. But it may come off even with a really good rinse and a buff with a cloth. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm so pleased with how it's turning out. Even this is looking a lot better. This is another piece I'm gonna probably have to use powder cleanser on because of all the black spots. But a lot of these, they're at the point where it's only gonna take a few minutes to finish them up versus, you know, a half an hour or more per piece. So yeah, really excited about this process. So this guy, after the bath, you could tell he's only, I would say, halfway there in terms of looking better. So I'm going to use the cleanser on it. So I'm just going to sprinkle it on and rub, and then he should be really shiny right after that. Okay, so here's our friend, you guys. After the shining up with the cleanser, he looks so good. He looks really, really good. Very shiny. I mean, he'll always have some patina and wear because he's vintage and old, and that's kind of part of the charm. I think that you could always vapor blast them if you have that equipment, or use Brasso to even get it more perfect. But for a natural cleaner, I think that this is the best solution. So yeah, so excited about how he turned out. So the one piece of brass we're going to keep is this adorable little rodent. Now my son fell in love with it. I think it was only like $3, like no more than 5. And he just thought it was the cutest thing in the world. I also think it's very cute. I was hoping to keep it for myself. So I asked him like, hey, I know you like it, but can mama have it? And he's like, you can absolutely have it. It just has to stay in my bedroom. So I guess that's a compromise. I get to own it, but it has to live in his room. I guess one day he won't be interested in it, and then it will become mine officially. But I thought he was so cute. He was in very rough shape, and I was able to clean him up. He was just really, I bet the people who were selling it thought it was like probably something that could never be salvaged. But it could with the right cleaning. So this guy is I'm gonna keep for me, or rather for my son. But the rest of them, for you guys. So this awesome brass alligator nutcracker, always wanted one of these, never found them for under retail. So excited about this. I think that guy was 10. Some pieces were 10 that I paid up for. The rest of the stuff was $5 or even a couple bucks. I also got this adorable squirrel. I mean, look at that cutie pie. And then I got, oh God, they're still leaking water in solution. Lovely. I got this lovely giraffe. I also have a baby that's now soaking that I'll clean up, so I'll sell them as a pair. And then I got this awesome unicorn here. I've never found a unicorn before. Always on my list. Unicorn on my unicorn list. One of the other things about this sale, not only did they have like a bunch of amazing, obviously, brass pieces that they had pulled out from this massive collection on tables. They also had a few boxes of stuff that was free, or they were thinking they were gonna have to melt down. And so if you bought anything, you could go through those boxes. So I found a lot of great stuff for free as well, which is awesome. Like this guy was free. And there's other things I'll show you that I got for free once I shine them all up. So here is the epic brass haul that I got. So I have 3 more pieces that were lacquered that I need to remove the lacquer, and then I'll be able to shine them up. But they turned out so beautiful and shiny. Now this piece actually did not get in the haul, but I did shine that up, so that's just why it's here. But the rest of these pieces I got at that amazing sale. My favorites, I think, being the bears. I never see them, especially the ones with the fish. I mean, how cute. How cute is that? And then, of course, this one we're keeping. So I think everything is going to be available for you guys. The ones that I got for free out of the free box were the two butterflies, which you guys know I sell and this heart and a few of the little, I think like this little guy maybe, and some of the other stuff that looked like it was too far gone. This is another favorite of mine. It's the teeny tiniest little candle holder. I mean, how cute is that? It's just adorable. So yeah, oop, a lot of great pieces. Most are going to be available. The only other one besides this guy that I'm considering keeping is this bear, because I love it. It's a really good bear. Very good bear. But otherwise, I think everything else is going to be available. Oh, and then I also got this cricket for free because he's missing his antenna, but I think I should be able to find some wire and pop those in and save him. So I already own a cricket, so if I'm able to salvage him, I will give them to you guys. But yeah, a lot of great finds, especially like these wall plaques that are birds. I think they're very cool, and there's a set of 3. So yeah, can't believe my luck in this haul. Okay, so that pretty much sums up my epic weekend. I can't believe I kicked it off with that brass haul, then did some really great shopping at that marketplace, and then of course, you know, a little bit of estate selling here or there. It was a really good sourcing weekend. I have so many things to list for you guys. It's a little overwhelming how much I have accumulated recently, but I am a firm believer that when the universe is gifting you really good hauls, you kind of gotta jump on it, because we've all been through dry spells and it's brutal. So I'm just like riding this train as long as I can. So if you're looking for more thrifting and decorating content between my haul videos here on YouTube, make sure you check me out on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.